So wait, how did it feel to like see your husband fall in love with another woman?
You would imagine that I would have been like, what? But I was like, how are you gonna tell her? Like, I couldn't wait. I just love seeing my partner happy, and I love seeing him fall in love with other people because that doesn't make him love me any less.
Hey guys, it's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broke Therapy, and guess the fuck what? I have Layla and Brian on the motherfucking pod. Layla and Brian are the hosts of the Unmasked Project Podcast, where they openly share their journeys in the world of non-monogamy. And here's the twist, they're both married, but not to each other. In this episode, we dive into how Layla and Brian were first introduced into the non-monogamy world and how they've navigated that within their own marriages. So we talk about all things polyamory and non-monogamy and all the good shit. Honestly, it's a fun episode. And fun fact, you guys, I went to a sex party with Layla after this podcast recording, and I do a bonus episode with Rose and Rachel where we talk about it, and that part will be out later this week. But in the meantime, please enjoy this episode. As always, if you love the podcast, please leave a review, let us know. And don't forget to send in your stories at broketherapy.com to be featured on the show. I want to do an episode soon, hearing and talking about your guys' sex stories. So please send that over as soon as possible. And yeah, enjoy this episode after this break. Love you guys. Broke Girl Therapy. How long have you been sober?
I haven't drank alcohol. In November, it'll be 15 years.
Whoa, wow,
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna get her a t-shirt.
You should.
Don't.
Yeah.
I think that's so tacky. And people are like, my sobriety date is, or they get like their sobriety
15
date
years
tattooed.
yeah.
I'm just like,
I'm
grow
gonna
up.
do like stick 15, so people have to like pause and count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't stare at my
I'm gonna
tit.
make
I think you
hard.
just like, each year, just like
Okay.
keep adding it on.
Exactly.
Okay, I can
see
Or like
that.
a draw on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
do
how,
it with the Sharpie.
that's how I got to California. I came out here for rehab.
Oh my God.
I was on, I guess I could say it. I was on Dr. Phil.
Oh my God.
And that's how I got sober.
Wait, can we find your episode one day?
Totally.
Wait, is it on YouTube?
I don't know.
You have to find
I
it.
literally haven't watched
It's
it
gotta be
since
one
it
of
aired.
his like first seasons or something, right?
I don't know.
Man, he's been on
That's-
TV
It
forever.
was like 15
Great.
years ago. Well, they did.
Did your parents put you on Dr. Phil?
My mom sent like a quick email. I was also kind of part of some local news. I was like, so I was like held hostage at gunpoint. Whatever, it's not a big deal. And so, Taylor's oldest time. And
Yeah.
so my mom like, she like emailed them
That
like,
happens to everybody.
yeah.
and so they looked into me and they're like, this bitch is fucking crazy. And I was like homeless, like living in Waffle
Yeah.
Houses. And so they took me on the show. And
There's
then
a lot to unpack here.
it's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been sober ever since. And I was abstinent from everything for 10 years. Like no weed, no nothing for 10 years. And then
Wow.
during lockdown, I was like, I gotta smoke some weed or something.
Yeah, like just something.
Yeah.
And how is that going?
Great.
Weed. Or
sobriety.
Just like sobriety-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. You're just like,
Totally good.
dang, okay. Well, I feel like, where do we even begin?
I know. There's so
Like,
much.
where do
We
we
just
begin?
started talking. I love it.
I know. Okay. So basically, I first heard about you
Mhm.
because you were dating Niki. And fun fact, you guys, if you listened or were there at the San Francisco show, you were like the topic of discussion, even though like we didn't say your name. I didn't even know
I
who
was
you
L.
were. You were L.
I was L.
And we talked about how Niki was dating you
Uh-huh.
and Cami was dating your husband.
Okay, so you do know. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Wild.
She thought she was gonna be dropping that.
I thought I was
bomb
going to drop that on you. Yeah.
No, I know everything.
I know, of course, she knows everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, wild. And it was not on purpose. So whenever we were telling people, like, oh, like, we're dating identical twins, people were like, oh, that's so hot. I'm like, it's actually really nuanced because
Yeah.
they don't
play.
and
you can't switch.
no.
You can't.
And you can't do it all together.
No.
And they call dibs.
And they dibs people.
Yeah.
And so this was the first
Was
really-
that frustrating?
No.
Okay,
Well,
okay,
I
okay.
think the only thing, and I wouldn't call it frustrating, but I think it would be awkward when Cami was like over at our house and, you know, all three of us would be cuddling and I can tell that they want to do more. So then I'd have to leave.
Oh, she doesn't let you watch?
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
Cami.
Cami.
Camilla.
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 But no.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get to do
never
any of that.
You never watched them have sex?
Walk out.
You didn't. She mentioned that you like walked by while she was giving him head.
Probably at like a probably at like a party or something.
Yeah,
maybe
like at a party.
Like at parties, I probably saw them hook up a little bit,
Yeah.
No, I didn't really see him.
Whoa. And I'm sure as a cuck, we've both talked. I was on their podcast. And we like want to see that shit. So like the whole point of you fucking my man is so I could watch it.
Right.
But I mean, I'm not gonna talk shit because that's my girl. But like, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, like I loved dating Nicole, and I loved because and Cami, they fell in love with each other.
Yes.
And it was like deep. And it was the first time he had fallen in love with someone else besides me in 14 years.
How did that feel? So we'll get to you, Brian, because there's a whole
No.
lore with you. But like, well, yeah. So wait, how did it feel to like see your husband fall in love with another woman?
When he told me that he thought he was falling in love with her, you would imagine that I would have been like, what? But I was like, how are you going to tell her? Like, I couldn't wait.
Wow.
I loved it. Yeah. I just love seeing my partner happy, and I love seeing him fall in love with other people because that doesn't make him love me any less.
Yeah.
There were some jealousies here and there. Like there would be times where my husband and I would get in an argument, and then he would drive up to LA and go on a date with Cami, and I'm like at home still pissed off at him, but like they had their own thing. It had nothing to do with me.
Wow. That takes a lot of like strength for sure. Because like, I mean, it's like you have to like face yourself in those moments and just like swallow your pride.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a lot of self-work.
Yeah, no, poly is not for it's not for
anybody.
The faint of heart.
Not just for anybody. Like it's like a lot of like therapy.
I had no idea it was going to be this much work. I really didn't.
Yeah.
Which is like Brian doesn't do it. He's not polyamorous at all.
Wait. You're not poly?
No, fuck.
Wait,
no.
stop. Okay, so you're married with a Filipino. We've just talked about that on your guys' podcast. But you guys hook up with other people, though. Isn't that considered? Well, I guess that's not poly. That's like
we're open, but we're not poly.
Okay.
Poly is like loving other people. That sounds complicated.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But then you guys hook up with other people.
Yeah.
Is it like just at parties, or do you have like what are those like dynamics?
I mean, parties are one thing, but I mean, parties came later. We when we met, I was dating, and I knew I wanted to be in an open relationship, and so I was just trying to find someone who was down to have fun. I don't think at that point I even knew parties were a thing in LA because I was like a latecomer to that whole scene.
Yeah.
And so when we met, she just wanted to go out and like occasionally have a threesome because she wanted to explore bisexuality, if anything, more than anything else. And so honestly, I think that our bread and butter is like finding people in the wild, right? And that's what we love the most.
Yeah. Where do you find people in the wild?
That's a great question. And
where do you go?
It's not easy, but it's way harder. So I think that's what makes it fun is you never really know if you're going to close a deal or not. What has worked consistently is people are down to have more fun when they're traveling.
Oh.
So if either you're traveling or they are traveling, you have a better shot. So we've learned to hang out in places.
He hangs out in the Delta Lounge
where people
every
are
day.
Traveling.
No, I'm just kidding.
Not the Delta Lounge, but like
that's a smart idea, though.
Honestly.
Yeah.
like go to like a bar in LA is kind of tough, but a
hotel.
bar in Santa Barbara, no one in Santa Barbara partying really lives in Santa Barbara. So it's a lot easier. And then hotels, but not the lobby. We would buy. Have you used Resort Pass?
No.
So you can buy just a day pass at a hotel.
Oh,
For the pool.
Oh, okay.
So
I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in the summertime, if you book a day pass at, I don't know, the Andaz
This
in WeHo,
is
this is a
hilarious and actually so fucking smart. Okay, continue.
Saturday during the day at the Dream Hotel in LA. You can get on the rooftop. There you go. You got a shot.
Wow.
So it's just like being fun, having fun, being around people that are, they're
just like, I'm here for a
I'm
fun
never gonna
moment.
see you again.
Here's a couple, like whatever. Like here's my story for my vacation. That's so smart because it is really hard to just like go out there and just be like, like you just go to like a regular bar and you meet someone, you're like, this is my man. You want to, you know what I mean? Like it's like you don't know how to. At least for me, I wouldn't know how to like go about that.
I think it's the same thing when you're single. You meet someone at a bar, they're like, let's hang out, let's go on a date. But when you meet someone, you're in New Orleans for a bachelor party, they're in New Orleans for a bachelorette party. This is your time.
Mm-hmm. they hold a lot of secrets.
More women cheat at bachelorette parties
okay,
than men do.
I'm not going to say things, but I've seen things.
Same.
That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, you believe this stat?
No, because I've seen it.
It's
true. Every fucking bachelorette party I go to, someone cheats on their fucking man.
Because now I'm like, oh man, how many bachelorette parties have you been to? Is she talking about mine?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I mean, like, when I get married, because I'm pre-engaged, I have a spreadsheet already, like,
You're
prepared.
pre-engaged?
Yeah. It's so cute.
You mean you're ready for it whenever it comes?
I mean, it's going to happen soon. I just don't know when, because it's, like, a surprise, because it's supposed to be a surprise, right? You're not supposed to, like, know. But, like, I have a spreadsheet going and, like, a budget.
He knows your ring size.
We got my ring size. I sent him the link.
Yep.
I have a Pinterest board.
Are you going to let yourself be surprised, though?
Yeah, I'm gonna let myself be surprised. Like, I'm really, which is like, I feel like, so I even sent, like, because I never get my nails done, and I really should start just in case.
Just in case.
But I did send my best friend like a link to a bunch of like press-on nails just in case, like, I'm not prepared.
So it's coming. So then, do you, as a guy, because my proposal came out of nowhere. It was like a year in that I proposed, and she didn't see it coming. But
yeah,
I would imagine you've been with your boyfriend how long?
Almost 5 years.
5 years.
Almost, over 4 years. Almost 5 years.
So it's coming. I always feel like as a guy at that level, it's like every big trip. Like if you're going to Hawaii or something, you're kind of expecting, like, could this be the trip, or what days are going to come? So how can he really surprise you? Is it just going to be one day in the bedroom? He's like, hey.
No, I don't know. He says he has a plan, so I'm just going to tell him. I just told him, like, my requirements.
Mm-hmm.
What are your requirements?
I don't want public spaces, so, like, don't do a fucking restaurant. Like, I don't need that. Like, I don't want a crowd, and it needs to be recorded. So I need to have my friends who, like, have a good camera, and they're like they like do documentaries and stuff to, like, record the whole thing. So I don't know how he's gonna pull it off, but somehow that's gonna be a thing.
So no Dodger game.
Oh God, no Dodger game. Fuck that.
That'd be the worst.
No restaurants, no, like, at the beach in front of people, no mob dancing people.
So it needs to be outdoor, but not so outside.
It's not to be outdoor. I just don't want, like, the public.
See, I love attention. So
you would love a Dodger game.
No, I don't watch sports, so that wouldn't do anything for me. But I mean, if you put me on the Teletron, is that what it's called?
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Like it doesn't matter what sport it is.
No, I think I would like that, actually, even though I don't watch sports, because people are going to be coming up to me all night. Congratulations.
See, that's what I don't want. I'm like, that's annoying. I just want to enjoy it, and just, like, when I'm, I don't know. Like, I like attention, but a time and place.
Okay.
And I feel like I don't like it when it's overly, like, too much.
I get it.
I don't know why.
I get it.
But anyways,
it's so tough.
Where was I going with that?
So
why am I
pre-engaged?
We're talking about how he got married.
Okay.
And then did you guys start? You guys started threesomes, like, pretty quickly after you guys got together?
It was 4 months in. It was a random Vegas trip. I'm telling you, travel.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
okay,
travel.
so because pre-engaged, we're gonna have obviously a bachelor and bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he's allowed to cheat on me. I'm like, go hook up with the stripper. Go get, like, do
like any kind, like, full penetration.
Anything. Do anything.
That's dope.
Yeah. And the only thing I'm worried about is, like, what if he invites my brother? Like, I don't want my brother to see that, but, like,
to see him.
Well, to
hook
see,
up with a stripper.
Yeah, or, like, hook up with anybody, because I feel like I don't want my brother to know anything about my sex life. I don't even want my brother to know that we kiss. Like, I don't know why I feel really weird.
Well, there's, like, backroom stuff at strip clubs, or he could just take the stripper back to his hotel room, or something
or just,
like
I don't
that.
know, you meet a random, like, bitch woman at a resort, and you, like, think she's pretty, and you just want to, like, have sex with her, like, do it. But I might do that too. Shit, it might be a girl. Fuck it, I don't know.
That's right. You said you haven't slept with the girl yet.
I feel like bachelor and bachelorette parties are for, like, cheating on your fucking
literally. I did a whole rant. I did a whole rant on
Yeah.
this. I don't, especially people that are really jealous that have, like, these co-ed or these, like, gender specific fucking bachelorette parties, and then they're like going to Vegas and strip clubs, and No, because so many, I will say this out loud because I don't fucking care, because all these people that I used to hang out with fucking suck. But, like, at my husband's bachelor party, they were all getting, like, hookers and, like, all this shit, all of the. I'm sorry. And my husband tells me everything because, like, we're really close. And also, I wasn't going to tell anybody this was 10 years ago, But, and I told him, I was like, you can go do whatever you want. And then he just didn't. Because he knows that he could have at any time.
I know. I have a feeling that's probably what's going to happen. My boyfriend's going to be like, well, I don't know. I didn't do it because it's like when you, like, give them the option, they're like, well, whatever. But then when it's like so suppressed, they're gonna like, want to fight against it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a man mentality? Is that true?
That if you gave me the option, I wouldn't want to do it, or
like it's like you would be more wanting to do it if a woman was like super jealous and telling you can't do shit
because it's sneaky. It's sneakier.
I mean, I think that depends on the guy. That's
You're like, I don't know.
That's a tough question to answer. I think what's funny is that both of y'all think it's way easier to fuck strippers than it is.
It's not easy to fuck strippers. You're right, because it's a job. It doesn't have to be a stripper. I'm just like putting the cliches out there.
But it's such a cliche thing. Like, they're gonna fuck these girls in the strip club. Like,
no, they just want their money.
It's so hard. That's not easy.
Yeah,
I see like
it's not gonna be a
stripper.
stripper.
Like, it was really tough.
So then, when your guy gets home, you're like, "Did you fuck any strippers?" He's gonna be like, "No."
But does
Never
he have
in my life.
Does he have to like call you beforehand to be like, "Hey, I met somebody. I'm gonna hook up with them," or would it be okay for him to come home and then be like, "I hooked up with someone"?
It's okay if he comes home and tells me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if he's gonna go out, like I'm assuming that's a possibility that might happen. So like I'm just kind of like accepting it.
You just want all the details.
All the details.
Why is your brother going to the bachelor party?
Because they're really close. Literally, my boyfriend right now is in Texas visiting my brother.
Oh.
Cute.
Like, and I'm not even there.
Is your brother Catholic?
No.
No.
I mean, we were raised Catholic,
That's
but
what
he's
I'm
not
saying. Why are you
Catholic
looking
at
at me
all.
like that?
He's
I
like,
forgot.
no.
I forgot that she was.
My
Catholic.
brother's an atheist.
Got it. Okay,
So
so there's that.
Yeah. There's no It's not the religious shame. It's just like, that's my brother. I don't want him to know anything about me.
I feel you.
I feel the same way. I wouldn't do anything crazy around.
Yeah, like I'm just like, ew. Yeah. But anyways, back to you. So you're married. You guys like obviously are open. Like so you meet people and then like, wait, what was that discussion though? I guess when you guys decided to like open things.
Oh no, it was first date.
First date right off the bat?
I was going on dates and being clear what I wanted. And if you weren't down, and I told myself like, I'm not even going to kiss anybody until I have this conversation with them. And if they're down, then great. If not, I'm just going to end the date.
Oh.
And I ended a lot of dates early.
What, you were just
Really?
like, I want to be in a relationship.
What made you so sure that you wanted this lifestyle like right off the bat?
So I had been in open relationships or tried to be, but these girls would date me and say they were down, but they weren't really down.
Oh, that was me with so many guys. Not even open relationships. We're like, we're just like fucking. I'm like, yeah, like it's something. We're just friends. Meanwhile, I'm in love with him, writing songs. Yeah.
I think what women felt was, not all women, but like what those women were saying was like, yeah. When we're married for 10 years and like really sick of each other, then we can open up the relationship. I don't think they realized that.
Oh, that you're like, no, I want it all the time.
That's part of who I am. It's part of how I have fun. Mm-hmm. Right?
Wait, how did you realize this about yourself? Like, how old were you? Like, what was this like realization?
I think I was 28 when I finally figured it out. I think someone else told me because I was always kind of cheating or like getting caught up and stuff. And they're like, maybe you're just not meant to be monogamous, and I never thought that was an option. And then all right, true story. Bless her heart, another Filipina girl I dated. I hope she doesn't see this. I wanted to get rid of her. Actually, we had gone on 3 dates.
Not get rid of her.
Yeah, man. I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't want this to move forward. So damn, how am I gonna get rid of her? Because she's a really cute girl. There was nothing really wrong with it. I was just like, it's probably not for me. And so I had her meet me at this bar in Oakland. I was living in Oakland at the time.
You lived in Oakland?
Yeah, I lived
My
in
boyfriend's
Oakland.
from Oakland.
I know, but I mean,
did we talk about this?
Am I your boyfriend?
I know. Black,
Jesus.
Brian, Jehovah's Witness, Oakland.
Yeah, and I lived in Oakland for a couple years.
Damn,
That's right.
We're probably at the same time.
Oh my God!
Wait, how old is your boyfriend?
Like 38.
That's how old you are.
Do you know are you my boyfriend?
That's crazy.
Wait, what's your boyfriend's name?
Maybe I am.
Brian.
Probably.
I know. What's his last name? We can cut it.
Don't do that.
Grace.
No, she can cut
right,
Grace.
so-
Do you know Brian Grace?
Nah.
So that's why you were looking at the Warriors thing, and you're like, oh, like that's.
Yeah,
what
I was
they
in the
want.
city when that series happened.
Oh my God!
I remember
you
how
are
much it
literally my
sucked.
boy. That is you have to meet now.
It's not a sports podcast, but that was a rough time
yeah.
in the city.
You have to meet my boyfriend now.
You know what? I lived in the Bay when their baseball team won the World Series, and it was my first time like partying on the street.
Are you from the Bay?
Nah.
Okay, you lived.
I moved there.
Okay.
And they won the World Series that year, and I remember I was like, man, the Bay is fucking dope. I started thinking, I was like, oh, they're gonna win every year.
Yeah.
Low key, when I lived there, they kind of won almost every year.
Yeah, there was a point where the Bay was like on top, but we don't have to talk about sports. But yeah,
then COVID.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I took her to this bar in Oakland, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell her I want an open relationship. because that'll get rid of her for sure. There's no way.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There's no way she's going to be
scare
down,
someone off
right?
is tell them you want to open
And what's the fucked up part about it is I told her during her lunch break, right? So she had to go back to work after this. And so she was like, I don't know. I mean, I got to think about this. It was a lot to throw on somebody. And I was like, cool. Dropped her off, washed my hands of it. I was like, that's done. I'm never going to see her again. But 2 days later, she called me. She's like, you know what? I thought about it, and I'm down.
Oh, shit. So you're like,
and so that was my first open relationship. Like, that's when I realized, oh, this actually does work. And we were together for a year and a half after that.
Oh, dang.
All right, cool.
So you didn't want to get rid of her, but you were okay with having her if, like, you were able to, like, explore?
I had never realized how much it would shift the
dynamic.
The narrative.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you were like a serial cheater in relationships. And then,
I wouldn't say I was a serial cheater.
Oh, sorry.
I don't throw myself that far under the bus. But
garbage person.
I had gotten caught up a few times.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. And so then you realized.
Some were like Ross and Rachel situations.
Okay.
You know
you were on a break.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to be clear.
I love that. Okay. It's very millennial of you. But, okay. But you know what? I like that because you know what? Owning accountability and then let's make this ethical. You know what I mean? Versus being like, oh, I'm like this person that loves sex and wants to explore with different like lovers. Let me just suppress this. You've like faced it and wanted to like communicate with the people that you're with. Fuck yeah.
This is who I am. This is how I want to live my life. Like, good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Anyways.
Yeah, no, my husband and I we've only been non-monogamous for 4 yees.
Oh.
And we've been together for 13 years. So
so what was that like?
It was awesome. Because I have always gotten off to my husband having like the thought of him having sex with other women. So we would be having sex and I'm like, tell me a time about that you had sex with someone else, and he would like tell me all the details.
That's what I always do too. I'm
yes.
like, yeah, tell me that one time you like fucked that bitch in Fresno.
Every detail, the position, where did you come? Yes. I want all of it. And we did that for years. And then eventually I was like, we need to start making some new stories. So
like all these stories are dried up. Like I've heard them all. Yeah.
And so we downloaded Field and we were, I don't even think we were looking for like a threesome or anything. I think I was like, I want to find like a casual boyfriend that I can go on fun dates, have good sex, whatever. And then I ended up dating this guy. My husband dated that guy's girlfriend. And we all dated for like 6 months. And
wait, you dated the guy and your husband dated the guy's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, so another Niki and Cami thing, but not twins.
Exactly.
Okay.
I know, we keep finding ourselves in this situation.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the guy that I was dating, I'll call him C. So C was telling me, oh, I think I'm starting to fall in love with you. And I was like, oh, I love that. And then I told my husband was like, shut that shit down immediately. He's like, we're not having feelings for other people. This is just sex and like spending time with people.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's fine because I didn't love him like that anyway. So I told C, I was like, yeah, no, let's just keep it casual, whatever. And then a week later, my husband was like, I think I'm falling in love with R, which was the girl. And again, I was like, yay, you know, because I just think I have such a poly heart. So I was like, oh my God, that's so exciting. So we accidentally kind of became polyamorous. Like we didn't really, that wasn't the intention. And then we didn't start going to parties until we had been in the lifestyle maybe 6 months and matched with some people that invited us to some parties. And we just like haven't stopped since.
Yeah.
And I'll never go back.
Never? You never go back?
I don't think so.
Can you talk about, can you have kids?
I do.
Right? Yeah. So like how is that dynamic? Like what do you?
So Google Calendar is like our best friend.
Okay.
No partners of ours comes, you know, in the house when the kids are there, or if they do, it's like platonic. We don't have our hands all over each other or anything. And yeah, like I'll stay home with the kids and my husband will go out with his dates and vice versa. And we just...
Would you ever tell your kids when they grow up?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, totally. For sure. Like we don't display like PDA in front of them, but my son has asked me, because he's 7, and he's like, oh, does daddy have a girlfriend? And I go, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. He's like, do you have a boyfriend? I was like, no. He's like, do you have a girlfriend? At the time I was dating Nicole. I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, cool.
Oh, he knows about like your sexuality, is it like that? You like girls?
But the thing is, it's like
it's just like, okay, yeah, matter of fact. Versus
straight monogamous people don't sit their kids down and go, we're straight and monogamous, you guys. You know? So we're just living our lives naturally. But we, you know, I did explain to my son, because he's a little bit older now, that the way that we love other people is a little bit different from maybe other mommies and daddies.
Yeah.
But it's just the way that we express love, and we want to feel as much love and provide as much love in the world as humanly possible. And like, you know, and then he's like, oh, can I play with Legos? Like, he literally doesn't fucking care.
Yeah.
So we're always honest with them in an appropriate way.
I really love that, actually. Like, I think that's so, like, I think that's just, like, so cool. Just, like, normalizing it and not making it, like, be weird, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, I had a fear, and still a little bit, that, you know, parents will find out and then they don't want to hang out with my kids because of our lifestyle.
Yeah.
But also, are those the types of people I really want my kids to be around anyway? Like, no.
Fuck no.
So it's kind of weeding people out regardless, you know?
Yeah.
I was in a local band with my ex-boyfriend.
A band?
Yeah, I was in this cute little local band down in South OC. I was I sang in an emo cover band.
Stop!
Yeah.
Do you sing?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I sing too.
We should sing together.
Not emo music.
That's my favorite.
It's okay. I'm Filipino. I just sing.
I know. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
But I figured you were gonna.
I was like, we just sing.
Volunteer it.
I love
it.
But I sang like Evanescence, Avril Lavigne, like Paramore, all
I
that
love
fun
Avril
stuff.
Lavigne, yeah.
So I was dating the lead singer of the band, which like I should never do, but I have a thing for guys in bands. Whoops.
Even the local band.
Even the local
bands, yeah.
Yeah, and some parents of my friends or my kids' friends were there and like kind of saw us kind of flirting a little bit, and my husband's partner was also there and saw them.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where I walked up to them and we're close. I was like, oh, I don't think I might have forgotten to tell you that we're polyamorous. And they're all like, oh no, we figured.
They're like, we can tell the vibe.
Yeah, because I put off major like
poly vibes
or like swinger vibes. I'm wearing like my fur coats and like I just wear whatever the fuck I want. I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Right. And you're just like flirting with everybody.
Yeah, basically. And like, I'm not even trying to flirt. I'll just I'll see anyone and I'm like, hi, how are you? Good to see you. You know, and I'm looking into their eyes, or I just like to get intimate with people.
You're just flirty.
Yeah.
I just like without intention. It's just like you're just a flirty personality. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that.
But I always have been. I've always been too flirty, too much, too touchy, too loud. And I really suppressed myself for most of my life. And it wasn't until I entered this lifestyle where my personality type is celebrated. Aww. And I can just... And that's why I love going to parties so much. And Brian and I, we're always fighting of, people that go to parties and don't play should just not go to parties. And I'm like, fuck that, because I don't play.
That's not what the narrative is. That's what it turned
totally
into.
what it is.
Wait, to go to parties and not play?
Yeah.
No,
Brian's
no.
like, you should kill yourself.
That's not what I said.
Sorry.
That's not what happened. I was saying, this is so funny because one of our more popular clips is this taken out of context argument that we're having about people going to parties and not playing. Yeah. I think you can go to a party and not play. What I was saying, if someone's like their 10th party in and still not playing, then I'm curious why they're still going to parties.
Right.
What that's about.
That's fair. That's
or
fair.
like they're coming. So let's say you and like you're coming with your partner and they're playing every time, but you're never playing. Also, I'm like, well, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Right? And it got sparked by a dynamic between some people we knew who aren't together anymore. So I wasn't wrong in being curious about what the fuck was going on.
Right.
But it did turn into this like, oh, Brian thinks everyone should play at parties. Man, I was getting so many phone calls from people.
It was. I mean, I feel like I wouldn't play at a party in the first couple of times.
No.
And then
just don't let Brian see you.
Well, I just feel like I would just have to like scope it out. Like I'm like a cat. Like let me suss out the scene.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Let me get the feeling. Let me see if I could trust people. Mm-hmm. Like I need to like know what the dynamics are and the rules and like the regulations, and all that stuff before I feel like I could feel comfortable enough to just like.
Or you might not be in it.
Somebody.
You might not be in anybody. The first couple of things I went to was this place in SF called Club Trist, I think it was called. It was like, I don't know, by Ralph's. I can't remember anything else about it.
Hilarious.
There was a random hole in a wall, and I remember we went the first couple times with the person who I tried to get rid of, and we just weren't into anybody. So obviously we didn't play. Like, I think it's fair that you go and scope it out and
Swinger
play.
clubs are like all old people that like were raised in Florida. Honestly.
Who like suppressed it and are just like hiding. Probably.
Yeah. Because that was the first, because before we entered the lifestyle, before we got married, we went to one in like, God, in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's closed down now, but it was all old people.
In Florida?
No. He was here in California. And it was right before we got married, we went, and my husband was not having a good time because they were all old and not attractive, but I didn't care because, again, I like attention. I don't care who's giving it to me. I don't care what you look like. I like being watched.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So, like, I was just naked and just, like, having people watch me, like, suck his dick. And I was just like, oh, I live for it.
You're, like, sucking your husband's dick and having everyone watch.
Yeah.
I love that.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was good.
But anyways, what's your guys' I don't even know how you guys met. Like, what's your guys' relationship besides, like, hosting a podcast together?
We met through a Discord channel.
Mm-hmm. What?
And it was you were co-running it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just trying to at the time, a lot of these people were on Field or different dating apps, and they wanted to basically pull the hottest people off of that app and put them into a Discord to make it easier for you to hook up with people. So you don't have to just like keep swiping.
We recruited 4 others and then put them all in a group of like hot SoCal people. So yeah.
So we won't name the Discord, but the AKA they had for it was like Field All Stars.
Okay. That's hilarious.
Yeah, to get poached. So we met. We went to a hangout at the bungalow in Santa Monica.
Mm-hmm.
And this one was I forget what happened. Your husband was late, and we were in line. You were already inside, and when you came out, she came out to kind of see where he was, and she was trying to go back in. And security was like power tripping. It was like a rent-a-cop, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, you can't go. You can't. You got to get back in line." And she was like, "I was just inside." And so Layla gets in this like argument with
a bunch of bouncers that were like pushing me out, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Because it was actually this dumb bitch that was like working the front, and she's like, "Oh, she cut the line," and I'm like, "Who?" Like, and she's talking about me, and then these bouncers come out of nowhere, and they're pushing me around, and I'm freaking out, and they're freaking out, and then I yell at the girl, and then that was the first time Brian ever met me.
And it's funny because I'm a nice guy, but I'm such a fighter.
Yeah.
I'm such a fighter, so I didn't even know her, but I knew she was with our crew, so I was yelling at the bouncers and the lady. I was like, no, she was in line, and I was like, nah, dude, you were wrong. You were fucking wrong. Like, I was going I didn't care if I got in. And what sucked is we were going to bring like 40, 50 people to the bungalow that day. But once Layla got kicked out, we were like, fuck y'all. And like, we like mass exodus out of
40, 50 people just like exited.
Because she was wrong. And so we walked out. I was like, you guys were fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. You were wrong.
He had my back. Like before we ever even had a conversation, he had my back.
Aww.
Yeah. And then we started working together. He was designing a non-monogamous like dating app thing and asked me to come on board with that. I don't even remember what I did. What did I do?
You were helping like bring on the initial members. We were trying to.
Oh, right.
I think when you're building products, it's easy to build it and just build it in like a corner somewhere, like as a mad scientist, and then not know if anybody's gonna fucking use it or not. And so I'm always like, no, build something, throw it at people. Build something, throw it at people. And so Layla was great because she had the network at throwing it at people. So that's how we became close. And then when we started the podcast, it was called Let's Be Candid because we were trying to pull interesting stories out of that community.
Right.
Because they're really cagey. People don't really talk about this stuff, right?
No, yeah.
And so we wanted to get these great stories out, and so it was audio only, and people would come on and just tell these interesting kind of scenarios. We really wanted like horror stories, right?
Yeah.
We wanted bad news. Like, what was the worst situation you got into? And we got some interesting stories out. We don't know what to do with that content now because we still have it. It's just not on video.
Right.
It was when we first started doing the podcast, it was very much like, tell us your horror stories and like what did we do last weekend? And I was like, oh, I sucked 10 dicks, and it was all very kind of raunchy. And then we transitioned it once we started doing kind of like more video, and we changed it to the Masked Swingers because we were going to be on video, but we didn't want to show our faces.
Yeah.
So we wore masks for like a year, and then we unmasked about a month ago.
Yeah. What made you guys want to like just take off the mask? You're just like not ashamed anymore. Let's do it.
Well, no, I mean, we talk less about. I mean, Layla talks about her sex life more than I do. I don't really talk about. I'm never gonna be like this. Like,
grow up.
It's just not. It's just not.
Grow up.
Man, I honestly don't think it's that interesting. I mean, I do interesting stuff occasionally, but it's like I don't have to talk about it. I'm in the space, but I don't have to be like, oh, I did this.
Because are you like? Maybe you're in this space, but like, are you maybe just not feel like you're not kinky enough that you're just doing like regular shit?
Oh no, he's doing weird shit.
Okay.
He's doing some kinky shit.
Okay.
And we talk about it sometimes. Like you talked about like your cage, and you talked about like pegging, and you talked about like other.
Do you like to get pegged or do you like to peg?
I don't talk about that stuff. That's what's so funny about this is like,
to be pegged or be pegged.
But look, if a guy pegs, isn't that just a guy using his dick?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Huh?
What?
If a guy's pegging someone, that's
just
their dick.
You're just using your penis. That's right. I forgot. Sorry.
But this is so fun. Like, this is a topic people want me to talk about. And I'm like, I won't talk about it. And what's interesting about
so you like to get pegged.
What's interesting about pegging is that the only people who want us to talk about it are women. There's no guys are like, hey, Brian, can you please go on the podcast and like talk about pegging?
Guys want to get pegged. Guys
Let's
want
normalize it.
Normalize it.
I don't think it's gonna get normalized that way.
I think you could do it. I think you could do it.
But yeah, so we've been like really close friends. I want to say for like 3 years now.
Have you guys ever hooked up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, we've only had like penetrative sex like 3 or 4 times.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you guys just go about it?
Well, at first we had this rule because he was essentially kind of my boss at the time, and so
I don't hook up with people I work with.
So we both came to the conclusion of like, let's not hook up, let's not convolute any of this, let's be professional and just be friends. And we were for a year or two, and we were at a party, and I was sucking someone's dick, and then his wife came up to me and was like, hey, do you want to like suck Brian's dick? And I was like, is that allowed? It's like, is that okay?
Yeah.
I was like, does he want that? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay. And so I did at that party, and then after that, I hooked up with him and his wife in a hotel room after.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
So you just like be friends?
Yeah.
I think, and I need to explore this, is like I'm definitely like a demisexual. Like I wish I could just like go and just like suck my friend's dick and like not feel anything and just do it just out of love and just because I want to make them feel good. But I can't.
Why?
I don't know. I have to like them. You know, like I have to actually like feel something for them. Like I have feelings.
You mean with someone that you know right now?
Like in order to have sex or do anything intimate with anybody.
Okay.
I have to have feelings. I tried the whole phase. I've tried hooking up with friends with all this. I tried to like separate my feelings. I can't do it. And I've just accepted that that's just like not who I am. And I'm just like kind of exploring the idea of like, am I demisexual? Like, am I, and like, because I wish I could just go to a fucking hotel and go fuck somebody. You know what I mean? But like, my boyfriend could totally do that. And I'm like, I totally want him to do it. But I feel like for me, even though he's like allowed me to go explore, I don't want to because like, I don't want to just do that with anybody. Like, I don't really like I really honestly don't get turned on by anybody. Like, unless I have feelings for them. Like, I could watch porn and not feel a thing.
Interesting. The feeling doesn't need to be love. Like you love your friends, right?
Yeah.
Could you hook up with a friend that you love, or you're saying like you have like a box and it's a different type of love?
It's a different type of love. It's not like the love I feel for like Brian, my boyfriend Brian. Mm-hmm. Like it's not, or like even it doesn't have to be love necessarily because I've like had feelings for guys and hooked up with them and it was great. But like there's a fine line. It's like I have to like have a crush. It's a different type of feeling. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I have to have mental stimulation of some sort. Yeah. Like physical doesn't do it for me. Like I don't just see like I could see a hot guy or hot or whatever and be like, oh my God, it's so hot, whatever. But I don't like want to go fuck them.
Right. I kind of feel the same way. I think when I first entered lifestyle, I kind of went through a hoe phase because it was just like the taboo of it all kind of turned me on.
Right.
And now, and also I don't hook up with anyone that I knew before lifestyle. Like if I knew them before.
Okay.
And I also have friends that are in the lifestyle that I've kind of friend zoned a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'll think that they're hot and I'll think that they're great and everything, but I'm just like, it doesn't rev me up. I'm just not gonna do that.
Well, what like you guys are friends and like there's a friend zone there. Like what made that like okay to go do? Well, or it felt like it was like you could totally do that with each other.
It's different when you like you can make friends of people you meet here. It's harder to hook up with people you knew before you were like I don't think I could with some friend I knew since college. I don't think I could do it.
For sure. Yeah, I could see that.
We already have a history together, or like I actually have some friends who are also open, but because we didn't meet each other that way, we won't go there. Kind of like Layla said.
Oh, okay.
So you can meet people here and then become friends, but there are situations where you meet people here, you become friends, then you become so close that then you don't want to hook up anymore.
Yeah, you kind of friend zone them a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it friend zone, or they start to feel like family a little bit?
Right.
You start going on vacations and stuff together, and
Yeah.
And eventually your kids know each other's kids. It's like, wait a minute.
You're like, it's like your lives kind of intertwined. You're like, that's kind of like
once your
weird.
kid's calling their kid uncle.
Yeah. But does her kids know you?
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
But so like, how come it wasn't weird between the both of you guys? Because I feel like, when you guys hooked up. Sorry, this is like
no, this is great.
I don't know. It was a long time coming. So what's funny? All right, so a couple weeks ago on the podcast, there was this clip, and there's a clip on social right now where Layla's basically drilling me, trying to get me to admit that sex with her feels different than it does with everyone else in the space.
Well,
and
why?
I was trying to dodge the question because I think that you're more poly, so you can feel more, but I have kind of this like solid block in my mind.
Yeah.
And so I think what allows it is that you're dimmy, so you're gonna develop feelings for people. Yeah. That's kind of shut down. The same way that when we were working together, I decided, hey, we're coworkers, we're not gonna hook up, and that was it.
Yeah.
There's no crossing that line. I think for me, I'm pretty solid with boundaries.
Yeah.
So I don't think I would ever develop feelings.
That's
for
a
me.
perfect way to say that. That's so true.
And the way that because I drove 3 hours in traffic and I was really angsty that day, so I really let him have it. I cut most of it. But I just want to feel special sometimes because Brian and we do have a different type of relationship. Like he is almost like an older brother, like a hot older brother a little bit. Yeah. Or like almost like a work husband, right?
Yeah.
Where you kind of like a work husband is kind of how it feels. And so there have been times where, like, for example, I was at his house for like 4 hours before we came here and we didn't do anything because it's like, we're working. We're just like, we're just buds, just hanging out.
We weren't even talking. She was downstairs and I was upstairs.
Yeah, we didn't talk at all for like hours.
You're just like comfortable with each other.
We're really comfortable with each other. Yeah. And like, I'll be honest, and I've told you this too, like I've had crushes on him here and there, like I have with most of my friends, where I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, you're so amazing. Because I feel like I'm really good at seeing like the true authentic version of people.
Yeah.
And so when I'm able to get that from someone, I'm like, I love you.
Yeah, like you feel deeply.
Yeah, like I feel deeply, but it sometimes it's kind of like an older brother vibe. I think whenever we're doing anything podcast related, which is most of the time that we're together is either recording or working on stuff, it's like it doesn't cross my mind. Like I don't really even think about it, but if I see him at a party or like some kind of lifestyle event, then I'm like, hey, and I'll sit on his lap.
The environment is what kind of sets it. Yeah.
When you're asking the question, I get why it's confusing because it is. It's like, how can you be super platonic with someone and then
just be like, oh, okay. Because I could be very platonic with like straight guys. Like I have good guy friends that are straight that like, that I find are cute or whatever, but I would like never go there because I'm just like, I just like can't because I don't feel anything for them. You know, like I feel love for them and I love them as friends and I think they're great people, but I'm like, I don't know.
I think it's this switch where you, because the space is taboo, right? And a lot of people are trying to hide it. You may be in the play space, but in real life, you're a teacher, right? So you don't want your job to know.
Right.
I think that people are really used to turning it off. And I think that's one thing that I was in Seattle recently and Pride was happening there. And I was like walking down the street. And I was like, man, you know what's interesting about the lifestyle space is sometimes people do come and go, right? Or they're like, I'm going to be poly, but then a year from now, they can decide they're not poly and they want to be monogamous again. And I started wondering, man, like, do gay people ever decide that they're not gay? Like, they don't, like, if you're bisexual, are you bisexual? Like, it's not, like, that's just who you are, right? And you're probably, unless you're in a closet, you're consistently that person.
Right.
But in this space, like, people have been trained to turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off.
We have to closet a little.
And so we can all go out, not just us, like, let's say we went out with, like, 50 friends, and we're at, I don't know, but it could be your kid's birthday party. We're all going to have that side of us turned off.
Right.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
And I think we flipped them on and off depending on whether it's the
environment.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just not really like in a lot of those environments, or I just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that a lot of it is shame from just like being a Catholic and like stuff like that. So like, I know that's like a deeper shit, but
I think it's.
Sometimes I'm like, I just want to be a fucking whore and just fuck anybody. Because I hear these stories, I'm like, fun.
I think after we take you to a party, I think you might feel differently.
Okay, I think that's just what I need to do. I just need to be exposed.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were gonna go to Kiki Comedy
That's
and then maybe like the after party tonight. There's still an after party.
Oh really? Should we just go? I'm drunk.
Okay. We could. Where is it? He has a dinner after this, but it's in it's in Hollywood, right?
Me and Layla could just go.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hear something funny about this dinner?
You what?
There's something funny about this dinner I have to go to. It's a gym. It's a couple at the gym who I met them, and my wife and I we were trying to hook up with them.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. She's Filipino also, but they're not non-monogamous, so it's not an option. But just this week, they found the podcast, and there's episodes in there where we're talking about the gym couple. So it's this double date tonight, and what I'm walking into is facing this situation where now they know we were trying to hook up with them.
Is this the first time you've seen them since they found out?
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun.
This would be
now,
really
we're
good.
great friends now because, look, we're not trying to force anybody to do anything like that. Like,
yeah.
It's not a religion. We're not trying to knock on people's doors and
to be like, hey, I'm trying to convert you.
Can you imagine?
Right.
but it's going to be an interesting date.
Wait, so Layla, should we go? Like, should we do that? Okay, we'll talk.
We could, yeah. But this party requires STI testing beforehand, and I haven't been tested in like a month, so we wouldn't be able to play, but we could still go and maybe
can we just go.
Yeah, I wonder if it's.
I haven't been tested. I actually got tested last year. I'm fine because I'm in a relationship and I've only had sex with one person, but. Sorry, I'm just laughing because those who like listen to the pod know, but like. I got blood work done, and I was like, let's just do it all. Just test me for everything, like diabetes, STDs, everything. Thankfully, I'm not diabetic or pre-diabetic. I'm great.
Nice.
However, I was like, okay, STDs. And so I got back the results, and I read it, and I was like, oh, my God, I have chlamydia. And I was like, how the fuck do I have chlamydia if I've only hooked up with one person? So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, is it my fucking vibrators? Is it because I'm using them too much? Maybe I'm not cleaning it well. Like I'm freaking. I told my boyfriend he hasn't hooked up with anybody else, so I'm like losing it for like, because I'm like, how the fuck do you have chlamydia if you're just in one relationship?
Interesting,
right? Well, and gonorrhea and chlamydia
because they usually come together.
Right.
Yeah, I was curious.
And so I was like, what the fuck?
Did you test? Was this the first time you had tested since you had been with your boyfriend? Because you could have had it for years.
No. It's not the So I was like, maybe it's just been years, whatever. Yeah. I reread the results.
Oh God!
I read it wrong.
Man!
I thought it said positive because it said I tested you for gonorrhea and chlamydia, and I was like, oh my God, I have it.
Oh,
but I was like, no. And if I continue the sentence, it said negative.
Oh,
but I was like,
just because
it said I tested, it said we tested you for, and I just assumed I had it. So.
Where'd you get tested at?
It was like a female clinic, Tia. That like female clinic, Tia.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is before they trusted the apps as well as they do now, like the Kaiser app or whatever, they would call you for every result.
Yes.
And I remember getting tested and getting a phone call and missing it. And I remember the nurse was like, yeah, this is this person from Kaiser. Just have some important information I need to share about your results. And I was like, fuck me, dude. Like, fuck my life. Because
that call is
but
like,
why are they so ominous about it? They should sound jubilant, right?
Right.
You need to call. Yeah.
You need to call me back as soon as possible.
You need to hit me up. Yeah. When I found out I had HPV, they were like, so, you know.
You found out they called you to tell you had it?
Yeah, but they were like so intense about it. But anyways,
I didn't even get a call when I got. What did I get? I thought throat gonorrhea, and it was just the results. I just pulled it up on my app, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
No,
and then
I thought they were supposed to call you. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe they didn't stop because maybe they're just trying to save money. They're just
it was
just not gonna call
a shot in
people.
the ass, easy breezy. But yeah, if people are getting tested out there, make sure you're swabbing your throat and your anus.
Yeah, everything, every hole.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, oh my God, I'm pretty sure it's probably in over an hour.
I
know. I want to keep this going. I'm drunk.
not done. No, if you're drunk, well, what time did we start?
But like you said, they it's like, yeah, why would you get tested if you're in a relationship? You know,
Well, in case
It was just like I was
My
getting my
wife-
blood work done and just getting tested just for like everything. You know when you just like get everything tested?
Yeah, that's
so I was
smart.
like, might as well just throw in a fucking STD test in there just to see if I'm good everywhere.
Right.
You know?
I mean, there's a lot of people getting cheated on though, and they find out.
I know
when they go
through
get tested.
testing.
Mhm.
They get
But that's the
tested
thing. I was like,
randomly.
I would allow my boyfriend to cheat. Like he, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
so.
But that's not even cheating though. That's
like, yeah, it's true. I know he was pissed because he was like, is she cheating on me? Because he was like,
Right.
he knew he was good. And I was like, is he cheating? But it was fine. I had like a 2-hour panic attack, but we were good.
Poor thing. But you're good.
Yeah, we're good.
You're
No
good.
gonorrhea or chlamydia.
We're good. Yeah, I need to get tested.
I'm fine, but it's annoying getting tested when you know you don't really need to get tested again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only hooked up with one girl since I was tested last time, but I think it was at the event.
But can you just make out with someone even if you just didn't do the like?
Yeah, if you like,
submit
if
it
you
back?
make,
you can.
you can get
Yeah.
throat gonorrhea.
Oh, that's
if
true.
you're like
Okay, then
hardcore
don't make
making
out
out
with
with
anybody.
someone, or if someone like spits in your mouth.
Be like,
or
look, I've only made out with one guy in the past 4 or 5 years.
you haven't made out with anyone else.
No.
You haven't made out with any girls or any
No,
guys
nobody.
or anyone.
Nobody. I only kiss.
Do you want
Brian.
to? Do you want to make out?
Filipino
We're gonna be out later.
Filipino women are fiercely loyal.
Yeah. Yeah. Very loyal.
Very.
Mhm.
Very, very loyal. And I just, yeah, again, like Debbie said, like I have to like feel something.
Have you ever cheated?
No.
Me neither. You
I
have.
love that. I mean, maybe like I've like flirted with other guys, maybe like high school, but that doesn't count.
No.
Because I'm just like I just want attention at that point. It wasn't even like anything serious. But
Same.
any last words? Any final closing statements before you plug yourselves?
Mm.
I'm really tipsy. Like I feel like I should.
You
From
are
that one
something.
shot. Oh, because you have the
I'm-
beer too.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm so tipsy.
What benefit does the worm add? Can I see that again?
I don't know.
I think it's like it's good luck. I think the worm is good luck.
It's I don't.
Oaxaca.
You're supposed to like eat it at the end, but I'm not eating that shit.
Did you buy this in Mexico?
No, my uncle did, and
Yeah.
he gave it to me because
I was curious if it was
my
the same.
uncle's actually my neighbor, and so when I
Okay.
like
The same dealer that gave her the meth.
Final words, yeah. If the
Not
Adderall
the
is
same dealer.
orange, it is meth.
It's meth. Don't do it.
Don't take it.
Don't buy
anymore.
Adderall in Mexico.
Throw it away.
yeah, it was orange.
Whoops.
I know.
Whoopsie.
That was I was like, damn, I done meth twice, but it makes sense because I was thinking back to that, and I was like, I remember because I had a whole fucking tube, whatever, of the fucking meth from Adderall, whatever, from Mexico, and I remember I like took it that month, like every day, a little or like little breaks of it, and I lost 20 pounds in a month.
From the
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
fucking meth.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
does meth
I
make
mean, I
people
gained it
lose-
right back the
'Cause
month
you're-
after when it was
because you're not
gross.
eating. You're not eating. You're
I
not
was not
sleeping. You're not
eating.
doing
But
anything.
it interrupts like your want to eat.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember my roommate at that time was like concerned. She was like, "You need to eat. I haven't seen you eat." And I was just like, "I'm just hungry."
Right.
And it makes sense because it was fucking meth
Meth.
from Mexico that I thought was Adderall.
Whoopsie
But I lost
daisy.
20 pounds in a month. So,
Yeah.
And by the way, people, it sounds like you bought meth off the street, but
But
no,
I didn't
it was
buy
a
meth.
legit pharmacy will sell
Yes.
you Adderall
yes,
for $300 US because you don't know the conversion rate.
yes, that's exactly what
Yeah,
happened to me.
I like that this says 40 USD on the back, but that's how I knew you got it in
Today we
Mexico.
are sponsored by meth. Methamphetamine. Want to lose
Methamphetamine.
20 pounds in a month? Meth.
Orange pills.
Yeah, last final words. I am gonna go see if there's a tequila made in Jamaica because that sounds fire, and if not, new business.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you Jamaican?
No, but we're black. Me and
Oh,
Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
You and Brian are just black.
Yeah. Rasta, like
I
some
do love
combo of
Jamaica,
the word
though.
tequila and
Yeah.
Rasta is what we're gonna
What a
do.
dork. Such a
Aw.
dork. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
happy
s-
to be here.
I'm so happy you guys came over.
I have literally loved you since you knew who I was. I
Aw.
would like watch your clips and watch stuff with the twins, and I would just text them, and I'm like, oh my God, I love Stefanie. And this is back when you were living in the Bay.
Yeah.
And so when you were moving out here, I just like stalked you. And so
oh
I'm
my
just
God,
like,
stop.
I know, I just,
I'm
like,
so
love
glad to meet
you.
you and be connected and be friends.
This is great.
Yes.
This
yeah, I
is
should
great.
definitely come back on. And we'll just, I feel
Please.
like there's so many. I feel like there's still need things to unpack here.
oh, there's probably.
It's like we need to like. There's
Oh,
still more
yeah.
things. This is just the beginning.
yeah.
It's just the beginning. Well, do you guys want to like plug yourselves?
Go for it.
No, you're
Plug
so
it.
much better at plugging
I'm always
than
doing
me.
I'm always in the ending.
Oh, I suck at plugging. Okay, well, you can find us at the Unmasked _project on all socials. The Unmasked Project on anywhere you listen to podcasts. We release an episode every Friday. Mm-hmm. We talk about non-monogamy, talk about non-traditional relationships, taboos, life, and love.
Yeah, we're really getting into unmasking a bunch of taboos. So it's like kink. We're trying to get really interesting guests on. Like I want to do like confessions of a bottle service girl.
They have seen a lot.
And I want like a flight attendant who used to be on private jets. Like we want to kind of unmask because we know everybody's doing it. They're just not talking about it.
Right.
So we're trying to get people to talk.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna get the guest
spicy.
list we're working on is gonna get pretty spicy.
Yeah, I love that. Well, you guys, y'all know what it is. Follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit is there.
Hey.
Bye.
I'm gonna eat this worm.
Eat the worm. I dare you to finish the bottle.
Wait, do it.
I'm about to drive.
Oh, he has to drive.
That's crazy. Don't drink and drive.
Broke girl therapy.